So I decided to make this video because this is something that God told me to do, to speak my truth and be honest about what I am really experiencing. As y'all see in the thumbnail where it says, I do not trust God, it doesn't sound like the best thing to say, but it is the truth. And this is something that God revealed to me. If y'all have been keeping up to date with me, if y'all watched my most recent videos and y'all hear me talking about, just going in the opposite direction in which God told me to go, my disobedience, it all stems from lack of trust. When God tells me to go one way and I decide that, okay, I'm going to go the other way, it's because I don't trust Him. And even though I am saying I do not trust Him, a lot of people do not trust Him either. Because if we worry about any situation at all that we are in, if we worry, it's a lack of trust in God. You understand? I have no reason at all to not trust Him. But I really, God has proven Himself to me over. He has proven to me so many times that He has my back. He's gonna come through for me. He has never failed me. But every time I end up in a certain situations, I'm like, I do things out of fear, and lately God revealed to me that the things that I do, it stems from a place of lack of trust in Him. I don't trust that He's gonna come through for me. So when I end up in certain situations where I'm supposed to be still and wait upon Him, I'm not being still. I'm trying to do it all on my own. I'm trying to figure it out on my own. I'm trying to do more than what God is doing. You understand? So lately I've been going through so much, and I've just been trying to figure it out on my own, and I'm constantly in situations where me have to step back. Like, I'm pushing to do certain things, but me just have to step back because I find myself going in directions in which God did not tell me to go. It's just like the songwriter say, every road that I am taking leads to my regret. You understand? But this time around, it is not easy for me to sit back and just trust God. It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie, because I am not used to just sitting back. It's like you sit down and you see your whole world fall apart and God has said, be still, be still. You understand? Especially when you have kids, especially when you have a family and you see everything around you crumbling, and God is like, let it go, let me take care of you. You understand? And I struggle with letting go and let God do what he is supposed to do in my life. It's easy for us to say, I trust God, but do we really trust Him? That we really have to ask ourselves, do we really trust Him? Because when God tells us to stop, do we stop? Do we trust Him? Do we trust His direction? When He says stop, do we really stop? Especially when our whole world is falling apart and we feel like we have to fix things. We have to fix this, we have to do this, we have to do that. When God says stop, do we actually stop? Do we actually stop? Do we actually listen to him? Because a lot of us, when God tells us, don't do this, don't do that, it's like we just have to try to figure it out on our own. So God told me, like, I do not trust him. And that is why I operate the way that I operate. That is why I'm always trying to figure it out on my own. I'm always trying to fix things. I am at a point in my life right now where I am just letting go and let God do what he said he's gonna do. I've been through so much in life, and I'm still going through so much in life. And I just got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I've experienced so much hurt and pain in my life, and it is something that I carry with me, not because I want to carry it, but because I feel like I never got the opportunity to let it go and just move forward. I've had to go through so many situations, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. It's like always something else. And especially when I became a mother, I went through so much, and I just feel like there's so much hurt that I'm carrying that I didn't take the time to deal with. You understand? I feel like I didn't even have the time to acknowledge the pain that I was feeling inside, because I don't have the time to do so. I don't have the time to heal. I don't have the time to think about all the hurtful stuff that I've experienced, because even when I'm feeling my worst, I still try my absolute best to put the best foot forward. Even when I'm not happy, I put a smile on my face so that others can be happy. And I feel like I've had to put the best foot forward regardless of what I'm going through for so long, to the point where it's like God is like, no, Janelle, you can't keep going like this. You cannot keep going down that road. Like, you're hurting, and it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to heal. Life is happening. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I gotta do so much things, like I have so much responsibilities, but I'm at a point where I really have to take care of myself. I am always trying to do for everybody else. I pour so much into others, and I pour to the point where I am drained. I'm empty. I have nothing left to give. And in moments like those, when I am empty and I am looking for someone to pour back into me, I am the one who have to do it for myself. There's no one there pouring back into me. You understand? So at some point in time, you just get so tired of being there for everybody else, showing up for everybody else, doing for everybody else. You understand? I'm just so tired of pour it into others. And at the end of the day, when my cup needs filling up, there's no one there to fill me back up, So at this point in my life, I am so broken, I am so hurt, and I have to take care of me at this point in time. I am tired of going over and beyond for persons who wouldn't even do the bare minimum for me